A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the Tuesday night edition of the show. It's part of our desire to serve you better in 2015. And once again, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you for allowing us into your homes to be a part of all that we're doing. And we're just walking in without knocking on the door. What a privilege. Thank you so much for giving us that privilege, and we will surely make the best of it. My name is Tony Bichoye. I'm not alone on the show tonight. Let me start by introducing to you those that are going to be with me for the first part of the show, because the show tonight will be in two parts. We'll have the first part, and then we're going to be having the second part. Cosmos Chukwuemeka is always around on Tuesdays. Is here with us once again. Cosmos, good to have you around this lovely Tuesday.
Yeah, thank you very much, and Happy New Year, Tony.
This is the first time we're saying this year?
Yes, this is the first time,
okay,
or my first time on the show this year. So,
wow. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's good to be here, and definitely we'll be talking about sports, the best of it.
Yeah, everybody is also on the show tonight. Yemi, good to have you on Sports Tonight. Plenty to look forward to on the program tonight.
Always a pleasure to be here, Tony, and it feels good. Second edition of Sports Tonight for this week, and we're already kicking into gear. It's at this point I thought that I'll be making mistakes. Probably I'll be referring to 2014, but it seemed that
already in 2015.
You know, we just got into the swing very early, and I think it's good.
All right, let me just give you an idea of what we'll be doing on the program tonight. In the next couple of minutes, we'll be talking about world football, not the football on the pitch this time. We'll take some time out to talk about the politics of the game. That will be in the next couple of minutes. We will also, of course, spend some time to reflect on, well, the beginning of the year. It's also time for you to look back at the past year and reward those who are outstanding. And Vincent Anyama is in the news once again. And that will lead us, of course, into the build-up to the 2014 Glow Cup Awards that is holding in 2015. And that's because it's an award for the year 2014. So we'll go into it. 2 days to go. We'll talk about it. There will be plenty of music, plenty of entertainment. On the 8th of January. We'll talk about it as well on the program tonight. And then we'll talk about the big one, the one that is breaking our hearts, the one that is making us feel so unhappy with the way we administer the game in this country and with the way we do things in an unprofessional manner. It's the issue of MMA work. It looks like it's getting from bad to worse, because today, you already know the story. MMA work was ordered to leave the camp of the Super Eagles so that he can sort out his future. That's exactly what we wanted to avoid, but it looks like it's staring us in the face. We'll talk about it as well, and hopefully we'll be going to Port Harcourt to talk to an official of Dolphins once again to get an understanding of the latest around MMA work. And then Dumnadi Okonta will be joining us at some stage, and Dumnadi will be here to tell us what is going on behind the scene. The league season is over, but then a lot of the clubs are beginning to plan for the next season. Not just for domestic football, some clubs are also beginning to plan for continental football. In focus on the program tonight will be Kano Pillars. What are they doing? You'll find out. Dumnadi has all the details for you on the program tonight. We will also talk about coaches who have been hired, coaches who have been fired, who is going where, who is living where. We'll talk about Rangers on the program tonight. We'll talk about Kwara United as well on the program tonight. And then we'll go for in, bring you FA Cup fixtures. We talked about it briefly on the show yesterday. We'll have it for you. Some of the selected fixtures for the forehand of the FA Cup. We'll serve you all of that as well on the program tonight. The show is not all football. We will close with tennis. The Upman Cup, surprise, surprise. Serena Williams was beaten like a baby, and a whole lot for you. So that's also going to be a part of Sports Tonight this Tuesday. But let's start the show off this way, gentlemen. Before we talk about the politics of the game, let's bring you in and tell you what role you have to play as we do all of this on the program tonight. You are very, very key. And I want to borrow this phrase from those who use it all the time. Those that are not here are more than those that are here. Is this sounding right, Yemi?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Those that are not here are more than those who are here.
Of course.
And those that are not here are the ones watching.
Exactly. Surely. And their participation is key. And of course, for those, I mean, not watching us for the first time, they already know what to do. But if you're just watching us for the first time, on Facebook, there's channels, iPhone Sports. You can get your thoughts, your views across to us via that. And on Twitter, channels _ sports, that's the official handle of channel sports. Of course, you can also send in your tweets.
That's my handle. You can send your tweets as well at those handles. Tweet at those handles. We'll be able to read your comments real time on the program tonight. And as you talk to us on Sports Tonight, well, you could add that hashtag Sports Tonight, hashtag Sports Tonight, so that once that hashtag is there, you can follow the trend of our discussions wherever you are watching us from. And once again, we'd like to appreciate all those who watch us from across the globe, not just in Nigeria, those who watch us from Cyprus, the particular young man who regularly sends us tweets from Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Dunku, and somebody who sends us tweets from Nicosia. I mean, it's amazing, and we really want to say thank you to you, because you are giving us international feel, and we need it in 2015.
Yeah.
We need to know that we're not local in 2015. We need to know that we are international in 2015. So keep it coming. And of course, we will spend time to read a lot of your feedback as well on the program tonight. But gentlemen, again, let me just also remind you, the issue of Haruna Quadri. Tomorrow, the IWTF will make the announcement about Haruna Quadri. You know, we talked about Haruna Quadri extensively towards the end of last year. Nominated for 2 big individual awards by the IWTF. The Star Player of the Year and the Star Point of the Year. Tomorrow, the announcement will be made in Dubai. So please spare some time. You could just go on your knees and pray. If you could add a little bit of fasting to it, let Haruna Quadri get something and start the year on the high. I think so.
Yeah, I think the young man deserves it. With what he has been able to do in 2014, this will just be an icing on the cake. And
so about this time tomorrow, we should be knowing if Haruna Quadri is getting something.
And hopefully it should be.
Okay, so we wish him all the best of luck, but we'll talk about that some more on the program tomorrow. But gentlemen, let's quickly go in, because our time is running out very fast. Let's talk about the football politics now, FIFA politics, and it's an amazing one, because what was the story, Yemi? I know you've been following and you've been getting updates. A certain Prince Ali is up for this big battle for FIFA Presidency. Sepp Blatter now has someone who has thrown the heart into the ring, apart from Jerome Champagne.
Some have dubbed it the fight between father and son. Both are close, and Sepp Blatter is old enough to be his father. He's 39, Sepp Blatter is 78. And this is the 5th time Sepp Blatter is going to be facing an election. But Ali bin Hussein is from Jordan, and he's been the FA chairman. Yeah, he's been the FA chairman, has some sort of affiliation with the West. Studied in England. I mean, it's been closely worked. Even before he announced his intention to host, in our private discussion, I've been telling you that UEFA needed to make a smart move. It was obvious they didn't want Blatter, and they didn't want to pick anybody from that block who should just alienate them. Now, they're picking someone from where they feel that Blatter has a foothold, and that will probably divide and put divide the votes and put it in their favor. And this man is experienced. He's been there since 1999. And he said the reason, and also he's one of the few guys that called for the publishing of Michael Garcia's report. Let's see everything. And he said he's tired that we're getting to read about FIFA for all the negative
reasons that you clean up FIFA. Time for change.
It's time for cleanup. It's time for everything to be made right. He is strong. Whether or not, I've seen stronger people lose to Sepp Blatter. Isayatu, Leonard Johansson.
Being a man.
I mean, being a man didn't even get the chance to stand against him. That's how powerful Sepp Blatter, ever since your Avalanche exited the scene, it's been Sepp Blatter. Unless maybe a scandal, I don't know. And it just shows. I remember the time Isayatu came to the sea, it was like this. The Europeans just pushed him to the fore. And I think that's what they're doing to this man. I think that's what is happening.
Let's talk about the politics now. How is this going to play out exactly? Because when you look at the politics of FIFA and the block vote that will come from some of the regions, where exactly does Prince Ali stand in all of these? The votes that will come from Africa, the votes that will come from CONCACAF, the votes that will come from CONMEBOL, from Asia, like where he's from. How exactly is it going to play out? Who is backing this guy? And are they ready to go the whole org? It's not a matter of throwing up someone. I mean, just for the sake of it, and then when the politics gets down to the nitty-gritty, you pull out, and this guy is left to dry alone.
So far, so good. No FIFA member has actually come out to say, okay, they're supporting this guy, that they are pushing him out. So far, so good. Of course, we know, like he said, the UEFA bloc, you know, they want
the
that.
CAF bloc.
The CAF bloc.
About 50-something votes from CAF alone.
That's what I'm trying to say. The UEFA bloc are probably in support of this guy. But then it's really going to have to fight for votes from the CAF bloc. And, you know, Sepp Blatter has always supported CAF and African countries. The World Cup was in Africa for the first time. So it's really going to be
the FIFA World Club Cup is in Africa for the past couple of years.
Exactly. So in CONCACAF as well, it's really going to be a very interesting one like that. And he just said something about the fact that in Asia, where Sepp Blatter has, in quote, a very large following and could
foothold, really.
Yeah, foothold, really. And
this guy is coming out.
This guy is coming out.
Break it.
And he has actually done that. 99. He actually said football administration in 1999 was the head of the Jordan Football Federation. In 2011, actually contested for FIFA Vice Presidency against somebody that you would call a very strong contender, South Korean Chon Moo-yeon. This is somebody that has been there right from beginning, but then actually beat him with 5 votes. So that shows that he has that support from Asia, the whole of Asia, whether from the West Bloc of Asia or from the East Bloc of Asia. He has that. But then, will this guy be able to contest against a certain Sepp Blatter? Yes, he has already said he wants change. He wants FIFA to have change. He wants us to go back to the sports, not talking about the scandals and the shenanigans of the leadership issues in FIFA. And let's just see if this guy can
I think in the days to come, the picture will be clearer. Like you said, nobody has really come out from the European bloc. We're also hearing that the CONCACAF president, the vice president, I think Jeffrey Webb, is saying that he was shocked when Prince Ali stepped up to came out. It just shows. But I'm just, in the next few days, Sepp Blatter will probably come out, tell us he's going to do that, and maybe we might get 1 or 2 other people who would be contesting, but it's going to be very difficult.
But as far as I'm concerned, I think he's a better contender than Jeremy Champagne.
Anyway, so that leaves us with 3 contenders now that have thrown their hats into the ring. Sepp Blatter, of course, the old fox himself, Jerome Champagne, the Frenchman, and now we have this guy from Jordan, Ali bin Al-Hussein. So 3 guys already in, and it's getting interesting. But we'll keep our eyes on it and follow the build-up to these elections, really, and find out if Blatter will be able to survive.
But if emotion has any role to play, I think it will be hard to defeat Sepp Blatter.
Very hard.
All of those other federations have benefited. If it was left to UEFA, probably some of us, you know,
Blatter will have been going.
There will be a World Cup. There will be a World Cup in Africa. I mean, all of those things will come. And Sepp Blatter had been doing that even when he was Secretary General. So it's going to be very difficult.
Okay,
very
so
difficult.
we'll see how it pans out. The elections, of course, will be taking place later this year in Zurich. So let's see how this one plays out at the end of it all. All right, let's go on a quick break now. When we return from the break, we will spend time to look at Nigeria, look at Africa, the GloCAF Awards, MMA Drug, and a whole lot more for you on Sports Tonight.